the lessons you learn from being betrayed, having your heart broke, and being lied to by someone like you love to death, that's something that's priceless. No money can buy, like you can't, there's no other way that you can get the experience and the knowledge from them type of experiences unless like you just dive in head first, you know? You can't pay for that, you can't plan that, you can't like set that up. That it's just raw, it's organic, you know? And I'm gonna use betrayal from a friend as an example. Yeah, someone you love, because I'm gonna use my situation as an example, right? So I had these two friends who I love to death, literally to death, would take a bullet for any day of the week. There's no question about it. It's just natural instinct. Boom, take the bullet. You know what I mean? One of them ones, like a ride or die type shit. They were people I love to death betraying you over some dumb shit. Like, the lessons that I've learned from that and what I've taken away from that are priceless. And like, there's two ways to go about this situation. If your friend snakes you or betrays you for whatever the fucking reason is, you can either just constantly just hate everyone, never trust again, be cold-hearted, whatever the fuck, and just like deny, like just not let yourself like accept the truth so you can move on. Like, that's one way. Like, that's the bitter way. I wouldn't recommend that for anyone. Like, I don't know, like I was like that for a few months after. Like, I was like that. Even like, nah, for a while after I was. For a long time I was like that. That's the mindset I had. Like, fuck everyone, fuck the world. Can't trust anyone. You're gonna die alone anyway, so fuck everyone. That's the mindset, right? That's like the first mindset that you kind of go through after this shit happens. But I learned to just accept it. Like, that's just, you can't change what people are gonna do. They're gonna do what they're gonna do regardless. So you just need to be ready to just walk away. Like, no matter how much you love somebody, you just have to be willing to just walk away, or you have no power over yourself or anything, you know? So yeah, a big thing I learned about going through these experiences was how to just spot out fake people. It's so fucking easy. It's so easy. And I've also learned my morals, my values. I have it tatted on me. Like, that's how deep that shit is. And I've learned I've learned my value as a man. Now I know what I'll tolerate and what I won't tolerate. I know my standards. I know the type of person that I need in my life. I won't tolerate some bullshit just because I want a friend. I don't care about that. I don't care about having friends. Because if you're the type of person that's like not gonna get me where I wanna be in life, vice versa, if we're not gonna build together and help each other, I don't want it. I don't want fake friends. I don't want fake energy. So, you know, keep that shit to yourself. So, and I honestly think that's the best way of living. Because why would you want, I don't know about everyone else, but me personally, I don't want fake people around me just to have a good time. I'd rather not have a good time and protect my peace. Like, like, my peace of mind is like the most important thing to me, you know? Like, if you're in my life and you're taking away my peace, I've no problem either ignoring you until you finally learn, like, to stop fucking ruining my peace, or just cutting you off completely. I don't give a shit, you know? I don't even have people in my life anymore that do that, you know? And life is so much more peaceful. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, so I said the first way of dealing with a betrayal. which is like, I don't recommend that for anyone, because it's just like you're carrying hate in your heart for other people, and that's like, you're gonna feel that every day. So, and like, you don't need to drag it on as well. You don't need to drag it on. It gets to a point where if you're still holding a grudge against someone that you used to be cool with years later, bro, you're doing that to yourself at that point, because come on now, that's just crazy. But I think what you should do is forgive them, even if you don't say it to their face, because you don't need to say it. You don't need to tell someone you forgive them to actually forgive them, you know? Because yeah, it's just not necessary. It's kind of like a personal thing. It's actually nothing to do with them. You don't need to even say nothing to them. You need to forgive them in your own way, you know? You have to just accept that they are who they are, no matter how well you thought you knew them. You just have to accept it. You need to accept the fact that people are who they are, and you can't change someone. I've tried like countless times, millions, over the course of how many years? Probably more than 1 million times, to help, inspire, motivate, and change someone into a better person. That just, it never worked, you know? Maybe it worked temporarily. They get all motivated in the moment, but that shit goes away and they revert back to their old ways, and that's just who they are. So you can't get mad at that, you know? You can't get mad at someone who doesn't want to change. Just leave them. Let them be, you know? So accept that fact, and then you won't be like living with hate in your heart if you just accept truths of life, and that's one of them right there. Move on, let them go, and let go of all that hate and negative energy, you know? Because you're kind of just you're bringing yourself down if you hold on to that shit for ages, you know? Like, sure, if you don't want to fuck with them in the future, if they come back, don't fuck with them. I'm not saying you have to forgive them and get back friends with them. No, forgive them, move on. Don't give them another chance, you know? Be cutthroat. Don't be scared to do that shit, because they don't deserve that anyway, you know? So that's all I wanted to say. Just live your life with a pure heart. If you're a good person, if you're a bad person, I don't give a fuck. Like, be a bad person, live a miserable life. You're the only one suffering. Don't care. Don't give a fuck. But if you're a good person, try your best to live life with a pure heart, because it's the best way of living. Trust me. Believe me on that. It's just the best way of living life. Everything feels better. If you think positive, everything feels better. If you're a positive person, you have a positive life. Simple.